we're over here with Sean Hunt Pigeons, our house in the McCOURT store. Just to talk about the Doncaster show that's coming up next week. Sean has 25 pigeons specially selected for Doncaster. Sean, probably tell us something about some of the young ones you have in the auction.
Yeah, we've a super selection of early bred pigeons for the sale in Doncaster. Some direct children and grandchildren of our main breeders and super breeders up for sale. So, as I said, there is a couple of direct children and special ones in this sale that we have, Jerry, which I'll take you through them now in a few minutes, and I'll give you a quick look at them, Jerry.
I notice you've started to breed double grandchildren of the champions, and they reckon double grandchildren are equal to one direct from the champion, you know what I mean? And obviously you'd get it not at the money that you pay for the champion, so you're sort of catering for everybody there, you know?
Yeah, well, that's it exactly, Jerry. You know, like a lot of the main older pigeons, the direct August Bellins and the foundation pigeons, like they're getting on a little bit now, you know. So it'll be mainly all their children that we're breeding off, and mostly all our race team now will be grandchildren, you know. So that's the way we're trying to breed them, and that's what we're racing is the double grandchildren and from all direct children of the main breeders, which we have brothers and sisters of in the sale, you know.
I was here 2 weeks ago. And I was speaking with Tony Phelan, and Tony was telling me there that he's done really well with your pigeons this year. I remember the time, and no disrespect to Tony, but he concentrated on the channel. And since he got some of your pigeons there, he's doing really well in the sprint racing. He is, Tony, you know.
Yeah, well, Tony had a fantastic season this year. He was Young Board champion, the Irish South Road Fed, and Tony's always been a great friend of ours, a great friend of my father. My father loved having a drink down the club with Tony, and so you know, and Tony, I was struggling early on in the year, and I was around verifying one or two of Tony's pigeons, and he said, "Oh, I'm just doing what your father told me," you know. So Tony used to get a couple of pigeons off my father every year, he did, you know. And he's done very well with them.
You're very modest, you did a super year yourself. I believe you're champion again this year. This Sarsfield Pigeon Club, is that 9 years on the trot?
Yeah, 9 years on the trot. We had a tough season. I wouldn't call it a super season by my own standards, Jerry, you know. But we still done very well in the end, you know. We had a great second half in the young boards, and I think in the last race there we took over the points in the club to be club champion again for the 9th year running. And what was a great season racing in the club, you know, with winners going all over the place to the many different fancies. As you know, the level of competition in the Sarsfield and in the Irish South Road Fed is second to none, Jerry, you know.
Well, you nearly have to be to win the Sarsfield. You want to be in the first few in the Fed every week to win it, you know what I mean? It is definitely the strongest club in the Fed, it is, and I think the club champions in the Fed for the last lot of years, the Sarsfield Pigeon Club as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Sarsfield is the strongest club in the Irish South Road Fed the last number of years, and for a long time, you know. Like there is some great fanciers down there, and the club has a great history of those, Jerry.
Oh, there's no doubt, some fantastic flyers down through the years. I seen some of the pigeons that you have selected for the thing, and I'm really excited. I see there the daughter of back to back, I believe he played a big part in your breeding this year, and some of the pigeons have done really well for you this year.
Yeah, that's right. Back to back was the main breeder for us, our best breeder this year. As you know and many know, I will say it again anyway, but back to back he was a super race for us, champion pigeon. He force fed 9,000, he force fed 9,500. That was 2013. We stopped him after that, and he just come on to be a super breeder. And then this year alone to a new hen, one of a kind. Yeah, he bred super for us again. Then he bred the second best young board in the Irish South Road Fed, and he bred another pigeon for us to win first club third Fed. She was only beaten by 2 yards to top the Fed. In the with 4 direct children off from racing this year, and in the first race I had 8 pigeons in the first 100 in the Fed, and them 4 pigeons direct there with him were in that first 80 where Jerry. And 2 of them went on to do very well. And there is some strike rate and the thing, so that was the second best young board in the Fed he bred this year. In 2018 he bred the champion young board in the Fed, that was Raquel. He bred some champion pigeons and super pigeons with her. Then to when he was paired to Ruby, he had bred Molly, 5th best young board in the Fed. She's a first club, 2nd open, and then to another hen as well. He'd bred Ben, was a first club, 4th best young board in the Fed. So he's just a super special pigeon, Jerry, you know.
Even it's great to have a direct daughter of him, so whoever gets that particular hen will be a very, very lucky person. But also, Dave Maloney had some season, hadn't he, with your... he was the original loft manager, was he, for you up in the one loft race, Dave?
Dave worked with us up in the one loft race, yeah, and so yeah, he had an exceptional season. He did. His lot was on fire there in the young board season, and he couldn't be beaten up there in Clondalkin. I'm not sure how many races.
Well, that's another strong club as well, Clondalkin. There's some good flyers.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed. Yeah, no, a very strong club in the Order South Road Fed. But many a great fancier up there as well. But I think he won. I'm not sure if it was 6 young board races. We know he topped the Fed one week as well, taking the first 3 in the Fed.
And they were your pigeons, yeah?
Yeah, they were all our direct pigeons. Every pigeon Dave won with were all our directs, Jerry, you know.
She's only had some season as well. He had fair play to a nice fella as well.
Yeah, he did indeed, and I'll just give a mention to another couple of... Now, I was getting winners reported every week, Jerry, which I wouldn't always post and that. But another lot that had a fantastic season was the lads in Liverpool, Neil and Liam Frost and Neil had a fantastic season. They were our club champions in McCOURT, and I think the highlight of that season, they were first Liverpool Normal, second Northwest Combine, and that was from a direct son off the young racket, a grandson off the racket. I think every race, I'm not sure how many winners the lads had, but he did have a good few winners, and every one of the winners as well is it was either one of our directs or bred off one of our directs, Jerry.
Yeah, super going, yeah. Even Eddie here in the camera there, this super 222 has done really well, hasn't it? That
no, Eddie's not smiling now. But yeah, no, that was
direct one of yours, isn't it? The super 222.
Yeah, the super 222 was one of our directs, yeah. Out an Olympian line that we've done very well with, which we had done well down through them lines, with Ruby Tard and the bridesmaid. And Eddie was blessed to get the Super 222 a couple of years ago, along with another pigeon in the Super 6 sale, which is what we know is a super and a fantastic breeder for Eddie. And I was just seeing there, he had mentioned this morning that his Super 222 is the grandson, the direct son of him, had bred an open winner for one of the lads over the north side. And I'm actually using some of the direct children off the 222 myself. That's one of a kind. She was paired into back-to-back this year, and they bred some super pigeons, yes, so another super line of pigeons, Jerry.
So the pigeons are sort of winning wherever they go, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's it, without a doubt, and we will give another mention that I give now. It could be all day here mentioning fellas winning with the pigeons, Jerry. But
if you leave someone out, people do be annoyed. Don't think, you know what I mean?
No, well, I just...
I know it's hard to think of them all when you're getting phone calls every weekend.
Yeah, well worth a mention is one of the top fans just down here in the south of Ireland is Ray Matthews. He has a super and a fantastic pigeon there. The pilot, I think the pilot was winner of 4 firsts. And a second across the water and all for Ray, it did, and it just gone on to be a super breeder for Ray and ourselves with a couple of direct children off it as well, doing very well for us and breeding winners. There's only a handful of them pigeons to leave Ray's loft, direct children off the pilot, and they won wherever they went. So, and that's a grandchild bred from a direct order off Maximus, which I have a direct son in the sale as well, Jerry, and which will be a half. The dam of the pilot is a full sister to back, which we have a direct off him also.
Maximus is the sire of back as well, so
yeah, that's it. Sorry, yeah, we didn't mention that. But Maximus there, super breed and a foundation pigeon for us, one of the direct all spellings. There will be one pigeon I'll show you now, lot 1, Jerry, a direct son off Maximus, a half brother to back in this sale, is the first and only direct young board to be sold from Maximus this year. As these pigeons are getting on, Jerry, and I'm very selective with the breeding and putting them out now, you know.
Oh yeah. But it's not, before we go and have a look at the pigeons, it's not only in Ireland here your pigeons are winning. I know one time I was out in Portugal and someone asked me about you, and they were winning with their pigeons. They bought some pigeons at the auction after the Algarve Golden Race, and he done really well. I think they got pigeons off you then after. And then one of our own who went to Portugal to race pigeons done very well over there with your pigeons as well. what's it?
I'll
Darren Murphy.
tell you the name. Darren Murphy, he's flying a lot of pigeons in the Algarve. I think he had one of the, I'm not sure if it was the champion pigeon out there, or it was one of the champion pigeons this year, bred. It was another grandson of Maximus as well, bred down from them Lions. So Darren had a fantastic season this year. And just to touch on it, the first fancier I think to buy them out of the Algarve was Richard Green, yeah, and he bought a cheap pigeon. He actually done well to get it at the time, but it went on to be a super breeder for him. It did, yeah, breeding many winning pigeons, you know.
And we'll move on from Portugal to America. You're big in America as well now. The lads Dave and Martin Ward, originally from Dublin, Martin, and they got some of your pigeons over, and they're doing, I see 1 week there they had it up, they were first, second and third, and there were three of your pigeons that they were first, second and third with.
Yeah, the lads are winning with them in the USA now as well, and two gentlemen, young Dave and his father Martin. Martin came over and visited years ago. He came down and had a law visit with me and my father, and he took some of our pigeons back, and it's great to see the lads winning out there in the USA. But I've confidence in our pigeons that wherever they go, they will win.
They have. It's a fact, didn't they? You know what I mean? It's a fact. Well, maybe we'll have a look at that son of Maximus that you have there, and
yeah, we'll
take him out and we'll have a look at him.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the son of Maximus, Sean, is it?
Yeah, that's the direct son of Maximus, Jerry. Have a look at him and let us know what you think, Jerry.
Well, looking at him straight away, you can see back to back in him the cock to top the fed twice. He's very, very like him, he is. So he's obviously a half brother to back to back and back up as well. There was a South Row Fed winner as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, half brother to both them two pigeons.
It's a lovely cock.
Yeah, he is. He's very, very similar to back as well. Yeah. Look, as you know, we said it anyway. Champion racer and champion breeder back to back. A direct son off Maximus. This is the only direct child being sold off Maximus this year, so it's a great opportunity to purchase one of these rare pigeons now. He's getting on in the years, and very few of them leave our lofts now.
He's having a good look around, which is usually a good sign in a pigeon.
Yeah, plenty of vitality.
Yeah, he's great, he is. So this is a half brother to back and a half brother to back up, and a lot of other winners as well. And he's a beautiful cock as well, and you can straight away you can see back to back in him, you know. So let's hope this fella goes on and breeds. I'm sure he will. Champions wherever he goes. So super pigeon as well, Sean.
Nice one, Jerry. Yeah. So this is lot 2 now here, Jerry. We initially had thought it was a hen, but in handling the pigeon now, we can clearly see it's a cock. We can. So I'll give you a quick look at him, Jerry. He's a direct son off back to back, grandson of Maximus. He's a full brother to the Irish South Row Fed's second champion young board. He's a half brother to Paddy, Irish South Row Fed's champion young board 2018, and he's also a full brother to a pigeon this year that was first club. Third Irish South Row Fed 10,000 pigeons. Have a look at him, Jerry.
Have to say this lad straight away is pure class, and in my opinion it's definitely a cock. It's definitely a cock, and I have to say the beautiful cock. The back on him is something else. He's definitely built for speed. This lad here, he's an absolute mint, and he's a direct son of
direct son of back to back.
And what was back to back paired?
Back to back was paired to one of a kind. She's an inbred daughter off the 222, and the 222 was paired back to her mother. So they were the best breeding, the best line of pigeons nailed off this year. Full sibling to these pigeons, Jerry. Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised. He's an absolute cracker. Whoever gets this pigeon is definitely going to be a very, very, very lucky man, or lady for that matter. It's he is pure class, he is, and this fellow will go on to be someone's definitely #1 stock pigeon in a year or two. He will definitely breed winners, this fella, he will. Really, really nice, Sean.
Nice one, Jerry. I'll give you a look at the next one.
Okay, Sean, that looks like a nice pigeon you have there in your hand now. What is he?
This is this is lot number 5. This is a full brother to Cream Rises, Jerry. As you know, Cream Rise is the new star in our loft. He's a first federation winner from 6,000 pigeons last year. He was also one of the best young boards in the Irish South Row Fed. And he was super youngster. I said he was our best youngster last year. He bred as a winning pigeon this year. His first nest was a winning pigeon, Jerry.
Yeah.
So these are the line of pigeons that we're racing now at the moment, Jerry, and they're going to take us into the future, you know.
Oh, super. And all these, any of the pigeons I've handled so far, they're all ready to pair up in a couple of weeks. They are,
yeah,
you know?
Indeed, they're all ready. They're all early bred young birds, Jerry. I think he's only one flight to go. You can have a look. So he's a smashing cock, Jerry. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna drop that in the next couple of days. He's a beautiful cock pigeon as well, and again, I would recommend this pigeon. As you said, the next generation of winners in the Hunt family's loft. This fella contains all the best lines.
What I will say on this, Jerry, is the first way bred. Nobody else has one this way bred. You know, so this is the first time a full brother will be sold to Cream Rises. The sire is Mickey, a direct son of the Rocket Harry's hen, and the dam is an inbred daughter of Maxine. She's an inbred daughter of Maximus. So nobody else has one this way bred. So this is specially selected for the sale in Doncaster.
Yeah, probably a good one at that as well. Okay, Sean, another nice pencil whitefly hen pigeon there in your hand. What's way is that one, Brad?
This is lot number 12, Jerry. This is a full sister to the Scout's racket. Just have a look at that there. The Scout's racket was 4 Northwest combine, 5,600 pigeons for Lane Frost in Liverpool, 297 mile. He was also first club Tour de Man as a young bird. Very good breeding cock for ourselves now in Lane Frost. He's breeding some very good pigeons, Jerry. Bred from a direct daughter, bred from Rosie, a direct daughter off the racket, so granddaughter off the racket, Jerry. The foundation pigeon of the August Bellin family.
Yeah, and the racket, I'm sure everybody knows by now, is the sire of Rocket, who is they consider the #1 cock. It's a beautiful pigeon. I love the pigeons there with the little ticks each side of their eyes there. It's, if I've seen them, any pigeons with it, they often seem to race well or breed well. It's a beautiful pencil cock pigeon. Did you get the Scout's racket back, did you?
Yeah, we do a co-breeding now between myself and Liam, and then we split the youngsters every year. We do, Jerry. Yeah.
I think, you know what I mean, I do notice that with you, and you obviously know what you're doing. The people are doing well, some of the people are doing really well. You do get the pigeons back that's doing well and put them back
well,
with one of your
that's what
own.
we try to do when
to
any
keep
of
the family right, you know what I mean?
To keep the lines, and they're the pigeons we use then to cross back into our own pigeon, turn our own pigeons really are bred from our line of winning pigeons, Jerry, you know?
Yeah, it's a beautiful pigeon this as well. The balance on it, the feathering quality is super as well on it, you know. You have the pigeons in really immaculate condition, and then with your results, you'd understand why the pigeons are doing what they're doing with conditions like this, and obviously they have to be very good pigeons as well to do the winning that they're doing.
This one, Jerry, I'll give you another one. Yeah.
Okay, Sean, you're handing me there a nice little hen. I like this hen here. What?
Yeah, she's a beautiful check pie hen, Jerry's lot number 6. She's a direct daughter of Trigger and Ruby Roo, a super breeding pair for us, and a very rare pair of 2 champion pigeons. Trigger was Irish Outlaws Fed's champion young bird, and Ruby Roo was Irish Outlaws Fed's champion old bird. She was also first federation winner from 9,000 pigeons. So sire and dam of this pigeon, 2 champion pigeons. It's a full brother and sister to winning pigeons also. Full sister to Trigger's lad. Trigger's lad's one of the top breeders now in our loft. He's the sire of the 5th generation of winning pigeons for us, and some of the top pigeons now racing at the moment in the Irish Outlaws Fed. She is also half sister to Trigger's girl. Trigger's girl was 2nd best young bird in the Irish Outlaws Fed, and Alma, another 1st federation winner from 7,600 pigeons, Jerry. She's very well bred, and I highly recommend her to go at lot 1 or lot 2, Jerry. She make a smashing pair with either one of them cocks.
She is. She's a class hen and direct from Ruby. She also won the Meritorious Award, didn't she, for the best over in the IHU Southern Region as well, didn't she?
She did, Jerry. Yeah. So she was a champion all board in the IHU Southern Region as well. So
and she's a daughter of Ruby, isn't she?
A direct daughter of a super breeder, a super racer and super breeder for us, Ruby. Yeah.
So there you go. There's about 4 generations of winning pigeons in it, 4 or 5 generations of winning pigeons, and this is direct from the 2 champions, so you can't go wrong with a pigeon like this in your stock lot.
That's right, Jerry, and just touching on that now, we also, so she would be a grandchild of Ruby, which is #1 stock in winner of 3 firsts, and the direct order of her, Ruby Blue, is the Dam of 4, was a first federation winner and champion all board. So we also have a double grandson of Ruby in the sale as well, Jerry. I'll give you a quick look at him.
Yeah. But this one here, direct from the 2 champions, someone's going to be very, very lucky to take this pigeon home with them.
Yeah, nice one, Jerry.
Okay, this is a beautiful blue hen I have in my hand. She's a double granddaughter of back to back. She's a beautiful hen, and I think she's lot number 18. Am I right in saying that, Sean?
That's right, Jerry. Yeah, beautiful blue hen, lot number 18. Double granddaughter of our champion breeder and a champion racer. Back to back, #1 breeder this year. So you won't get much better than that, Jerry.
Yeah, and as I said earlier in the video there, if you're not able to get one direct from the cock, double granddaughters especially, is equally as good as one direct from the cock, and she's a beautiful hen. She's a really, really nice hen. She's ready to pair. She's just about to throw her last flight. She's a really, really nice. What have you got there yourself?
Yeah, we have a beautiful check coyer cock. This is also a double grandson of one of the main all spelling cocks, Zeus. Zeus is no longer filling anymore, so the sir of this fella is Bruno, who was a full. Bruno was one of the best young boards in the Irish South Road Fed. He's also full brother to Never Paid, the South African $1 million car winner. And the dam of this is the 089, which was direct order of Ruby when paired into Zeus. She was a winning pigeon also. So he's bred from 2 winning pigeons, a double grandson of champion breed of Zeus. And as you can see, they're all in lovely condition, Jerry.
Oh, that's super, yeah.
Pushing on the last or the second last flight, you know.
So there, as I said, anybody that's not able to get the ones direct from the champion, these double grandchildren are equal to one direct from the champion, and a lot of the big studs breed like that. They keep the line of pigeons, and these pigeons will definitely breed winners wherever they go. There's not a lot of pigeons to select from, there's only 25 in total, but I'm sure if you got yourself a pair of these pigeons, you'll never look back.
Well, that's it for the moment, Jerry. So we'll see you next week in Doncaster. And as we says, if there's anyone that would like a sales list, just get in contact with myself or Jerry McCOURT. We can email it across. Anyone interested in a phone bid, just get in contact with us. It can be easily arranged, no problem. And thanks very much. We'll see you in Doncaster.
Okay, see everybody in Doncaster.